Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Recovery Concepts, Recovery Daily Snack. Friday the 13th, February the 13th. Friday the 13th. I'm 56 years old. I don't know if y'all remember that movie. That messed me up for a couple of months, man. Good morning, good morning. Thanks for joining. We'll dive right in here. See what we got going on today. February 13th. Thought for the day. Sometimes we can't help thinking, why can't we ever drink again? Who knows it's because we're alcoholics. But why did we have to get that way? Excuse me, let's start again. Sometimes we can't help thinking, why can't we ever drink again? We know it's because we're alcoholics. We know. But why did we have to get that way? The answer is that sometime in our drinking careers, we passed what is called our tolerance point. When we passed this point, we passed from a condition in which we could tolerate alcohol to a condition in which we could not tolerate it at all. After that, if we took one drink, we would sooner or later end up drunk. Question: when I think of liquor now, do I think of it as something that I can never tolerate again? Meditation for the day. In a race, it is when the goal is in sight that heart and nerves and muscles and courage are strained almost to the breaking point. So with us, the goal of the spiritual life is in sight. All we need is the final effort. The saddest records are made by people who ran well with brave, stout hearts until the sight of the goal, and then some weakness or some self-indulgence held them back. They never knew how near the goal they were or how near they were to victory. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may press on until the goal is reached. I pray that I may not give up in the final stretch. I like the passage in why did we have to get that way? We know it's because we're alcoholics. Sometimes we can't help but thinking, why can't we ever drink again? And for me personally, I spent a whole lot of time on the question, why? Why? There's a page in the big book called 417 speaks on acceptance, and acceptance is the answer to all of my acceptance is the key. Let's see here. Actually, I have it right here. Shock. Yeah, it was pivotal to me trying to figure out a whole lot of stuff. And when I spoke on acceptance, you can see I've been carrying this around a little while. This thing's beat up. When it spoke about acceptance, I'm a math guy. I'm a spreadsheet guy. I like 2 and 2 because it is always 4. There is no question there. I spent a lot of time in my journey trying to figure out the whys when I needed to just get settled in on some of the whats. Because the whys, they may never be divulged. I will never know that information, but I could sit and waste a whole lot of my time trying to figure those out when my time is spent better on trying to figure out a different way to live. So I'm going to read this real quick, actually. Page 417 in the big book, 4th edition, has it in there. It says, acceptance is the answer to all of my problems today. When I'm disturbed, it is because I find some person, place, thing, or situation, some fact of my life unacceptable to me. And I can find no serenity until I accept that person, place, thing, or situation as being exactly the way it's supposed to be at this moment. Nothing, absolutely nothing happens in God's world by mistake. Until I can accept my alcoholism, I cannot stay sober. Unless I accept my life completely on life's terms, I cannot be happy. I need to concentrate not so much on what needs to be changed in the world as what needs to be changed in me and my attitudes. When I stopped reading that and I started processing that and applying that, a lot of things changed for the better in my life. I was used to being a problem solver. I was used to trying to figure out the mathematics of it. And this disease, in my experience anyway, has not worked that way. And even better, it doesn't have to work that way. I could still sit around and try to make this thing make sense. The cold hard facts are, I understand the whys and the whats now. the whys of what I did and how I did it and what turned out. I understand a little bit more about how I went from experimentation to heavy usage to addiction to dark depression, advanced addiction. I know a little bit more about that. The whats are the drugs and the alcohol. As long as I can keep the drugs and the alcohol, the what's out of my body, then I've got an opportunity to work on me and to make my life better and to make my existence better. Acceptance is a big piece of my life today because I'm just not going to understand everything. There's been several things in the past that have occurred that I didn't get, I didn't understand, I didn't think was right or fair or whatever the case may be. Yet, nonetheless, there is no getting the shit back in the horse, if you will. It is what it is. And my life gets better when I find that I process these situations, sum it up to, there's no mistakes in God's world ever. My God don't make no mistakes. That does not mean that I have to like it. It does not mean that I have to understand it. What it does mean is my serenity and my moving forward and my usefulness to others comes with acceptance in every situation. What needs to be changed in me and my attitudes and the way that I view things. Therein lies my peace. Now, I can fight it or I can flow with it. I can flow down the river or I can try to swim up it. It is what it is. These days, I don't get it right all the time, but I get it right a whole lot more than I used to. I choose to float down the river. It's much prettier, much peaceful, better way to live for me. Especially when I come to the point that I understand there is nothing I can do about a situation. It is what it is. Please, thank you for joining me. Please share. Please like. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Trying to get the base built up. Appreciate y'all. Have a blessed day. Lord willing, we'll be back around Saturday morning for another installation. Take good care of you. Bye-bye.